new friends and my old friends. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're gonna play around with some bright spring colors. I don't really typically go for bright colors, so this might be a toned down version, maybe something that you actually like and want to wear. I personally don't like doing looks that are super extreme and completely unwearable to the average person, because I drive my kids to daycare and to school. For those of you that are new and don't know me yet, I have a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So yeah, my plate is full. Fortunately, I try to get up and do these videos as early as possible or as late as possible so that the kids are sleeping most of the time. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't work out and you get to hear them, which is mom life. And if you don't like it, that's sorry. We're gonna go in with my tried and true Wet n Wild. This has been my little favorite foundation for a while now, and unfortunately I'm almost running out and I cannot find my color. It is sold out everywhere. So I must be a pretty average color. Yeah, so how have you guys been? Like, I know that the quarantine is pretty hard for a lot of people, being stuck in the house and not being able to leave. And to be honest, at first it wasn't really hard for me. I'm a Cancer, so I'm naturally a homebody. I really, that's just who I am. I don't really know if the signs are accurate, but I am naturally a homebody. I really like to be at home. It's my safe place. It's where this is my place, right? So it didn't really bother me at first, but I think what started to bother me was, in the beginning, it was my choice. In the beginning, before, it was my choice if I didn't want to go out or not. Now I have no choice. Utah is one of very few states that did not demand quarantine. So if you go out, you don't get in trouble. Like, you don't get pulled over, which I know a lot of states are doing that. However, nothing's open. So it doesn't make a difference if you can leave, because literally absolutely nothing in this state is open except for like grocery stores and pharmacies. I saw one restaurant open and it was completely empty. There was like no people in there, and I was shocked. I mean, I know that there's restaurants open that are doing pickup and takeout and stuff like that, but aren't dining in, and so that's normal. But this restaurant's actual dining room is open, so I was just kind of like, what? That's crazy. They're just kind of like hoping and working on a prayer and a dream, because no one's gonna go in there. Everyone's so afraid to get sick, you know? And rightfully so. Okay. So we're gonna contour. I don't really want to contour with that. I'm getting sick of that Charlotte Tilbury contour. It's like so hard to blend. There was a palette I was trying to find, and it was a really old palette that I got from, I think, Jouer. It was last summer, and I cannot find it anywhere. And it was the best palette for a spring and summer look. Literally can't find it. So yeah, we're just working with something similar that I could find. So I'm gonna kind of bronze with my Chanel that's 5 years old. Please don't cringe. I'm smell bad. And it still smells like it. It still smells good. It actually really does. If it stunk, I would throw it away. The only thing that kind of concerned me a little bit was that it started to pull away from the edges. Like it's about to curl up and die. But I just was like, whatever. You were $50. I'm getting my money's worth. And I forgot about it for a really long time. Actually, it's not that I forgot about it. It's that before my vitiligo started to get really bad, it was too light for me. It didn't work. So what have you guys been doing to keep yourselves busy? Like, honestly, like I have been getting so bored. Like I said, I'm naturally an introvert. So now that I actually can't go out, like there's just nowhere to go. So like even if I wanted to go somewhere, I can't because nothing's open other than Walmart. All right, I am back. See, this is me not holding a curl. My hair just does not want to. Okay. Blush is fantastic. I love it. Now we're gonna use a highlighter. And I guess since we're using Samantha, we might as well use the highlighter too. Is this the highlighter? Yeah. Okay, because I have all three. I have the highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer, but I did not buy the lip glosses just because they weren't my color. Wow, in person this actually kind of looks not so good. Okay, so I'm gonna put some powder over this because this is looking, in person, when I look at it, it looks really, really dark. We're gonna use this. So I'm glad that I received the support on my one video calling out new Tati Westbrooks of the world. I was so not expecting that, to be honest. I thought that I was going to get eaten alive, which I was prepared for because I was like, dude, I don't give a shit. Like, this doesn't affect my real life. Like, it's not Facebook, it's YouTube. And if people don't like my opinion, they don't have to. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own opinion about things, and I just thought, this highlighter is good. It's good. This is what it looks like if you haven't seen it. I was kind of worried because I thought it was really light. Then I forgot that I'm kind of light too. So yeah, I was just kind of worried that people weren't going to agree with me. That people were going to be like, no, you're just a hater. Which I know that I'm not. I'm not a hater. I just don't like people that are just naturally insensitive, and that just seems to be what that is, and it hasn't stopped. I watched a Michelle Wong video this morning, and her video was a wear test on a Tom Ford foundation or tinted moisturizer or some shit, and I was just like, okay, turn off. Like, just didn't watch it. You know, and it isn't me being a hater. I think, great. Fortunate for her, she can afford to still buy that kind of stuff or get it sent to her for free. That's fantastic. Like, I wish I was in her position. However, most of the world is not. Actually, almost 99.9% of the world is not in that position. So we can't go out and buy a Tom Ford tinted moisturizer that literally is going to do absolutely nothing for us but cover our freaking, it won't even cover our mistakes or our lies. It's just gonna, okay guys, I'm gonna do my eyebrows and I will be back. This is not fun and I can't really talk and do this at the same time because I'll end up with like a unibrow. I am back. The palette we're going to use today is the Riviera palette. And the look that we're going to do is inspired by, oh my gosh, this palette has been beat up. The look we're going to do is inspired by Patty Alonzo. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's also a YouTuber on here. and she does some really beautiful looks. So if you have not watched her, you're missing out. Okay, so the first color I'm going to go in with is Sails, which is this white color here, and I'm just going to kind of go all over the brow bone and then just kind of all over the eye. So this is kind of stark. If you are a darker skin tone, there are other colors you can use in here. Cabana, Estate. I would actually recommend this one if you're a darker skin tone and you're trying to recreate this look. Because it'll still give you the same like blendability. So, okay, so we've gone over the lid with that. Oh, and for those that are new here, I have vitiligo. That's why I have white patches on my eyes. I have it on my forehead, my lips, my fingers, mostly on this finger. And that is why it looks like that, in case you're wondering. Okay. So now we're going to take Monte Carlo, which is this color here, which is like a pink. And we're going to take it with a large fluffy brush because we want just like a wash of this color, not really like an intense pink. I had to pause that because she's already ahead of me. She put a little tiny bit more of this. Wait, did she? What did she do? Okay. So she's only doing one eye, so I'm trying to keep up. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with Palm, which is this dark brown. I think a lot of you guys have this palette. I mean, a lot of us bought it. It's a beautiful palette. I had this brush collection for a year before I even opened it because I got so like annoyed with Jaclyn Hill that I was like, why did I even buy this bullshit? But then I was like, you know what? I don't mind her. As weird as that sounds, it's kind of being patchy on my eye. I don't know what's going on, but this eye has been giving me trouble. It's, you know, like it's asking to get poked out. Like it's pissing me off. I'll be right back. I'm back and my youngest son is awake, so get ready for that. So she went a lot lighter with this color than I did. So I'm actually going to try to blend this out with Sails just to kind of lighten it up, because I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. I'm doing my version of this look. So, okay, now we're going to go in with Yacht. Well, hello. Which is this color here. And we are going to put that all over the inner corner. So I'm going to get a packing brush, which is a MAC 233, and pack Yacht all over the inner corner, which this does not look like it does on her. It's like it does on me. It looks really light on her. This isn't what I wanted. I wanted a light, really, really light color. Okay, so we're going to adjust this look. Damn it. Okay. This happens. It happens. We are completely different skin tone complexions, her and I. So that's okay. We are going to fix this and I'll be right back. We're back. So what we did was kind of like a light cut crease. First of all, to get rid of that color and to give something for this color to attach to. So we're using Inheritance, which is this color here, because this is what I wanted. I wanted a light gold, because I said I was going to do something light and springy. Do you just want to make, you can't let mom be great, huh? No, I can't live my best life. So that's kind of what we've got so far. This jet actually is not what I expected it to look like. Perfect. I will be back. So I decided that my 1-year-old absolutely hates my life. He never usually wakes up this early, so he must have heard me or wanted to come downstairs, because he literally crawled down 1, 2, 3 flights of stairs just to get to me. Okay, so this is kind of what we've got going on right now. It's gold, which is this color. How do I feel about this? I want it to be a spring look, but I also want it to be something wearable, and not something super crazy. Purple and gold. And then it looks like she goes underneath with Palermo, which is this color here. And she goes in with a kind of a smudgy brush. Looks pretty. These colors, like purples and pinks, they make my eyes water. I don't know what it is in their pigment, but they do. And this one's already starting, and I hate when it does that because it makes a big old gap in the corner of my eye. I'm actually gonna go back in with Palm because I feel like I took too much away from that outer corner with that brown. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna blend a little more because I feel like the brow bone and the brown is a little stark. Okay. All right, I'm gonna brush some of this Huda away, which took away all my highlight. So I'm going to reapply that. Okay, all right, so I am going to apply some setting spray because I need this all to melt in. Otherwise I look like a crypt keeper. My face will start to look really dry, and although I'm oily in my T-zone, when I was younger, back in the day, like in the 1900s, my face was really, really oily, and I didn't have to do this because my face would break down within an hour. I don't know why I did that. I had my eyes closed. Now it only breaks down on my nose and my T-zone, but the rest of my face will end up looking really dry, especially like right here. I don't like how that looks. So I'm going to do my eyelashes, just my eyelashes, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the look that I came up with. You can see it's gold and purple. The lashes are the Ardell Wispies, not the, yeah, they're just Wispies. I've already used everything I bought in that. So I really like how this look turned out. This is a really easy look to create if you have the Riviera palette. Even if you don't, if you have a palette that has purple and gold, you'll be able to create this look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off and I'm going to create a whole new look. So I hope you liked this, and I will be back with a different look. Okay, we're back and we're gonna create the second look. I need to fix my concealer because I don't know how these YouTubers do it, but when creating more than one look in a day, it makes my eyes hurt. Definitely makes my eyelids hurt. So I was gonna go into that one palette, but I want to do this look I saw her do because it just looked so pretty. So like I said, she goes back into the Riviera palette, and we're gonna go into, she goes back into Sales, which is the white shade in the palette, and put that as her brow bone color. Then she goes in with Cabana, which is this color here. It's kind of a mustardy, like a really light mustardy color. Oh my gosh, I need to wash my brushes because they're all dirty. I'm gonna use my Refer brush. There's no name on it. It's worn completely off. But she's using a brush that is similar in shape, and she's going in her crease with this. She goes in with this one, Cans, this really purple shade. And she goes into the inner and outer corner with this. This eye has not been blended over the top like how this one has, so I'm gonna bring my fluffy brush, which is my Studio Gear 34, and bring it over the top. Just tap it into that purple and bring it over. So this is kind of what you should have so far. And then we're going to take the gold Inheritance and we're going to go in the middle. Okay, so she goes up pretty high with this. Alright, and that's about as even as we're gonna get that. Now we're gonna go in with the same one she used, which is Inheritance. Okay, that's what you should have so far. But she went in with her finger too. We can do that. I feel like my brush did a good enough job, but you want it brighter, I guess. I'm gonna go back into the brow bone with that light color though, because I feel like I've lost it. And she actually went into the inner corner with that lighter color, which is Sales, the white one, in the palette, with a smudge brush, which I need to clean. Now I have to wash all these brushes because these are bright colors. I did not see what she did underneath, so we have to go back in. Oh, I love this. Wait till there's lashes on. Okay, so she used an eyeliner in her underneath, but I don't like that because I have smaller eyes and so it closes off my eyes. So she said she went into the color Cabana and went underneath with that. So we're gonna do that. Oh, she actually went low with this Cabana color. Like she went like down here. Like I said, she's also more fair than me, and so this color on me is like almost my same color as my skin tone. Yeah, she goes in with the purple, and she kind of does that tighter. Look so good together. Those are those two. They blended beautifully together. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of the gold on the inner corner, which is Inheritance. And then I'm going to go back in with a smudge brush and the white, which is Sales, and go back up here because I love how it turned the purple into a periwinkle. It looks so pretty. So this is kind of like what you should have so far. There's like a patch, which I don't like. So we're gonna try to blend that out. Blend that out, add, take away, add, take away. What is going on? It doesn't look like that when I look at it here in my mirror. Oh my god, you scared the crap out of me. Alright guys, this is the look that you should have so far. Kind of crinkly. Face is getting a little dry just from having to like reapply powder and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some of this really quick because this really does help. The Fix It and Forget It, like, is the best. Literally the best. Better than any other face primer and setter and stuff that you could ever use. I love it because it's great for anyone over 20, 3, 5, 30, whatever. Okay, so this is a look that you should have so far. I am loving it. Spring, summer, fall. This look would be great for any season. So this is inspired by the Patty Alonzo makeup tutorial. I did put my own spin on it. Added some Ardell Wispies, and yeah, I'm really loving how this turned out. On my lips, I have, oh my gosh, what's it called? Summer Fridays lip balm. This stuff is great. If you can afford it, you should pick it up. It is amazing. It looks like a lip gloss. It feels like a balm. Seriously, I love this stuff. All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much for every person that's followed me. I hope that you guys enjoy the content. I hope that you stick around. You guys are amazing. You're the reason why I make these videos. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I think you guys are awesome. I love every single one of you. I hope that you guys are staying healthy and happy, staying sane during this quarantine, which should be ending soon. And I'm here to entertain you and to keep you busy in the meantime. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.